Next on Daytime, Olivia Wilde is doing it, and Gisele Bündchen famously did it with her entire style team around her. Find out what we're talking about next.
We never heard about this.
Speak for yourself.
Had you heard about this?
Yes, I've heard about this.
You said you didn't hear about
I said
this.
I had.
Okay, the only one who's heard about this is Cindy.
August is Breastfeeding Awareness Month. Plenty of celebrity moms have been spotted breastfeeding in public and photographed. Well, there's Olivia Wilde. She's feeding little Otis that she just had not that long ago. Here's Pink breastfeeding little Willow. Then we have Gwen Stefani breastfeeding Apollo. And finally, we've got Gisele Bündchen with little Vivian. Oh,
how glamorous. Look
how
at that
glamorous
shot.
is that?
Just getting her hair done and breastfeeding. No problem. Well, did you know that even if you adopt a baby or have one via surrogacy, there are ways of breastfeeding that baby? I know. We didn't know this either. Beyond Infertility founder Nicole Witt joins us now to discuss breastfeeding for moms via infertility, surrogacy, and adoption. So I got to tell you, Nicole, we were sitting around the office talking about this, and Deanna Moore, who was pregnant, our senior producer, she didn't know about this. We never heard about this. The
Speak for yourself.
Had you heard about this?
Yes, I've heard about this.
You said you didn't hear about this.
I said I had.
Okay, the only one who's heard about this is Cindy. But anyway,
well, you're not alone. Most people never have.
Don't know that you can induce lactation.
Yes, absolutely.
Without giving birth.
Yeah, and again, very few people realize that, but it's usually done between a combination of herbs and pumping. And it should be done under a doctor's supervision and with their support, but there are a lot of great resources out there. There's a website, breastfeedingwithoutbirthing.com, which provides a lot of good resources. And a lot of women find that given enough time to prepare, that they're actually able to provide all of the baby's nutritional needs through induced lactation.
So how much time then before the baby arrives do you start on these herbs and things to get that moving?
Well, as much time as you have is better, and if you start producing milk early, you can always freeze it and keep it. Usually at least a few months is needed to get a good milk supply going. But even if you can't, or if it doesn't work, you know, if you have a last-minute adoption placement or something like that, it's anything that you can provide is good. And then there are ways of supplementing that with either donated breast milk from a birth mom or a surrogate mom or a breast milk bank, or even if you supplement with formula, there are things called supplemental nursing systems, and they're little tubes that come over the body and attach to the breast, and you can even use it with 100% formula for a mom who wants to provide that breastfeeding and bonding experience with the baby.
That's wonderful.
So there are physical issues that can prevent breastfeeding.
Yes.
Are there other issues, emotional, let's say?
There are, and especially for women who've been through infertility treatments, even if they do become pregnant or if they adopt or use a surrogate, they're kind of accustomed to their bodies frustrating them, not doing the things that they feel that they should do, and they've
so they get a blockage.
Yeah, they kind of almost come to expect failure in a way. And it's not unusual for there to be frustrations and challenges in the early days of breastfeeding. You know, emotions are running high, hormones are running high, sleep is running low. And it's not unusual. So, but women who've been through infertility, I think, are a little quicker to say, oh gosh, my body's just not cooperating again.
BeyondInfertility.com is a place where women who are going through these struggles can get answers and get support.
Yes, exactly. It's for women, whether they're looking for help with breastfeeding or if it's not working out and they're trying to sort of manage a lot of the guilt that's associated with that. BeyondInfertility.com is not only an online support group of others who are parenting after infertility, but there are also experts and professionals who are writing content just for these women. So in August, for Breastfeeding Awareness Month, there's a doctor on there who's also an adoptive mom, and she shares her personal story of breastfeeding after adoption and her trials and tribulations and ultimately her success with doing it. So there are a lot of resources out there.
That is so wonderful.
It really is, and you know, again, having not known about this, I know there are a lot of other people out there that don't know about this, so education is key here.
Yes, absolutely. And again, the more education people can do for themselves up front when the thinking is a little more objective and more clear, the more prepared they can be during the process.
All right. Beyond Infertility founder Nicole Witt, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more Daytime in just a minute. Stick around.